Hi friends, it's Candy here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to look at my October paycheck number 2 budget. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here we've got paycheck number 2, which comes to us on the 15th of the month at $2,005.15. Zoomed in a little bit for you guys. And so our first payment here is Citibank. So that's $428.57. As I've said before, I like to split my Citibank payment up into 2 separate payments. And this will be payment 1 of 2 to help pay off this $857.13 total. This is due by November 6th. And so this right here, guys, this arrow right here signifies that this payment right here is higher than last time's payment, which you can see here was only $271.83. And so on 10/20, our auto insurance comes out. This is also an increase from what we paid last time, which I believe was more like $119 and some change. I think this is what it's going to be in the future per my insurance agent. So hoping that it will stay stable and stay here, but otherwise it's subject to change at times. Now this is my car, and this is the car payment at $323.38. I apologize if you're having trouble seeing that. I used a different pen this time. Usually I use my Ink R2 Blast from the Dollar Tree in this beautiful blue color, but I don't think this pen that I use today, which is this one right here, this Uniball Signo, liked the fact that I was tracing over pencil. So because as you can see here, this total is what is left once we make this payment that I owe on my car. And I didn't write over pencil here, so it's a little bit clearer here. But anyway, so we paid on this. This actually is going to be, once we get my husband's car paid off, this is going to be our next snowball, or next in line to snowball these payments and get my car paid off. My husband's car is very close to being paid off, guys, and we'll get to that in a little bit. On 10/27, this is my standalone internet with AT&T. We pay $55 a month, which I believe is a little bit pricey considering everybody's using the internet. Everybody's using bandwidth lately. Sometimes our internet pops in and out, so I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but still need to call and see if I can get a cheaper rate on that. 10/28 is time for learning. This is my main curriculum I use with my son for homeschooling. It comes out at $19.95. This is an auto deduct. And of course, here's my husband's car, which we lovingly call Carly, at $500. And this month, which I don't normally pay every month, is my school fee. And what I mean by that is the school that I send my daughter to we are outside of the residential district for that school. So we have to pay a non-residential fee for that. And so I pay it by semester, I guess you could say. So for the first semester, I pay $100. And then when second semester rolls around, I will pay another $100 to complete the total amount of $200 that I pay each year for her to go to this school that's out of our school district. And so when we paid my husband's car at $500, that completed the cycle of $1,000 to his car. So as you can see here at paycheck 1, it was $1,587.47. And now paycheck 2, it's $1,087.47. So guys, we almost have this joker paid off. I'm so excited. Yay. Way to go us. And as you can see up here, paycheck 1, our total debt came down to $41,799. And now, guys, with my car payment here and my husband's second car payment here, we are down to $40,976, guys. So super excited about that. Doesn't get any better than that. It's a really great feeling to see your debt coming down. And again, to track my total debt and my debt snowball payments and stuff like that, we use Undebt.it. And I will put it up here and I'll link it below as well. Okay, coming on down here, this is our allowance. I usually withdraw our allowance at $40 a piece for me and my husband. I withdraw this in cash. I do pay my children an allowance, which they typically choose to spend on Robux. And so I usually charge that on my Citibank card so that they can have that fun treat with that game. Gas, again, is at $40, so no increase here. That gives me and my husband $20 a piece for gas for these 2 weeks. And groceries is still at $340. Now, this is an increase from what it used to be because, as I've said in a previous video, I've been trying to eat healthier, trying to eat more low carb. And what that means for me is that sometimes I have to buy more pricier items to get the low carb lifestyle going. So if any of you are doing the low carb lifestyle, then you probably know what I mean. If you have any money saving tips with the low carb lifestyle, please put them in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. But we did have to increase our grocery spending there. I mean, sometimes the rest of my family can eat what I eat. Like if we eat meat, you know, that's a normal staple of a low carb diet. But then other little things like bars and specialty drinks and stuff like that that are more low carb that my family doesn't partake in, it's almost like I'm having to buy completely separate meals for myself that my family can't necessarily eat. And that's why I had to bump up the budget a little bit. So it is what it is, guys. Moving right along is this BB stands for budget buffer. Some people call it a budget cushion. And as you can see here, it is negative $48.27. And you know what that means, guys. That means Candy's going to have to do a budget reset. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. I'm going to have to do a budget reset because this is not acceptable. This means I have overspent somewhere. And guys, I really can't tell you where I overspent this month because I don't necessarily track single thing to the T. But my guess is maybe we went out to eat a little bit too much, you know, because we were going to do some fun things, some fun family things in the fall. So we either overspent there or we overspent on doing some family fun times and things like that. Because as you can see here, you know, like I said before, the difference between this Citibank bill and this one was a pretty huge difference. So that's part of it. And guys, unfortunately, the holidays start for us in October because it kind of starts with the fall season for us and doing fun family things. And then of course there's Halloween. And then my daughter's birthday is in the beginning of November or mid-November. And then it's Thanksgiving. And then my son's birthday is mid-December. And then it's Christmas. And then it's New Year's. So just on and on and on, you know. From there on, it's just like parties and birthdays and this, that, and the other and holidays. So we got to get this budget reset and get back to where we need to be with it. So, because as you can see here, we're negative. And when I looked at my bank account, we had made some expenses that we didn't necessarily charge to the credit card like I normally would. So I also had to take those out as well. So, how I calculated my budget reset right here, I had to take it out of our savings account. So normally we've been keeping for several months now $8,737.61 in this account. But guys, I had to withdraw $220, giving us a grand total of $8,517.61 left in our savings account. And how I came up with this number is this. So I took all of our bills out, our allowance, gas, groceries out of this amount. And then I had to figure out the negative $48.27 because we were starting at a negative. So I had to take that out as well. And then any other transactions that didn't fall into this, that came out after this paycheck hit, I had to take that out as well. And then I ended up coming up with a deficit of $117. And so in the slush fund, I always like to keep it at least 100. So I added $100 to 117. That was the deficit, giving us 217. But I can't withdraw just $217 from the ATM, so I bumped it up to $220. And to make it even and something I can pull from the ATM. So that's how I calculated how I was going to reset this budget. And so far it's working because, as you can see here, I had $2.93 left in the positive in our slush fund. And I was able to add $100.84 into the slush fund, giving us a grand total of $103.77 in the slush fund. Now, funny thing is, or funny story here, where I had to withdraw an even $220 was that I went to the bank here where I live, my main branch in the city that I live in. And as I was walking in, there was a young lady walking out, and she said, they're closed because somebody there tested positive for the virus. And I was like, well, great. Now I'm like, how am I going to do my budget reset, people? But anyway, it's unfortunate that, somebody came down with that. And so I had to drive all the way to the next city over just to withdraw this. But a silver lining to this is that we were going to go to this fall festival anyway. And we did get to go. It was nice weather. We ended up being able to go to this. And so it was just a little detour that I had to make into this city where this fall festival was taking place, and I was able to withdraw my money just fine. Sometimes these kind of things happen, where, banks are closed, or the ATM gets closed, or the bank closes before you can get there, or it falls on a holiday and you're like, doggone it, I forgot about Columbus Day. So these things happen. And I'm really thankful that it just fell, and it was just like a nice little detour, pick up the money, deposit it on this day when we went to this fall festival. Now, over here, I remember our important dates. We were going to go apple picking. Guys, we didn't get to do that because Hurricane, I believe it was Delta is what it was called, came on through and decided this family wasn't going to go apple picking this year. So it is what it is. But luckily, we got to go to a pumpkin patch or a farm. And guys, it was amazing. It had so many fun things. And I'd never been there before. I just found out about it this year. And, it was awesome. And if I can, maybe on my outro, I'll put a clip in of our hayride. But it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it, and the kids did too. And we got a pumpkin, and we carved that today. So pretty exciting stuff, guys. We're still getting to have our fall family fun. And this was my daughter's fall break, and we really enjoyed it. So, we just had fun, and we had fun at this recent fall festival too. Upcoming is one of my friend's birthday parties. Well, not my friend, one of her kids is having a birthday party. I think she's turning 4, so I think we're going to try and go to that. And then, of course, there's always Halloween, guys. And this year, rather than going trick-or-treating, I think we're just going to spend some time with my family and hang out with them and just do some fun activities with them. And my kids always enjoy that anyway. That's what we've been doing for the past, I don't know, couple of years anyway. We've always been going to see my parents at their little Halloween shindig. But that's not to say that last year we didn't go to some of these other fall festivals and stuff where they got to trick-or-treat before Halloween. So anyway, guys, this is it. Our debts are coming down. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited that we're getting to have fall family fun this year. Despite, the virus being out there. Guys, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're getting to do some fun family fall stuff too. Rain or shine, right? Rain or shine. Hopefully shine. But, it was kind of disappointing that, Hurricane Delta ruined our apple picking plans. But, man, that pumpkin patch was something. And I really enjoyed it. Just a good time that we had. Take care. I'll see you next time.